there we go. Welcome everyone. Glad to have you on board today. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and you're watching VolcanoX, a live stream. Thanks everyone for popping in and being here. Wonderful to see a few people in that we haven't seen for a while. And we'll get at those in a minute or so. And let's see, first off we'll start out with welcome everyone. Glad to have you here, and welcome to the moderators. We have Arizona Snowman probably hiding in the background, as well as Piggy is here. Your mic is transmitting. My mic is transmitting? Hang on, I don't see anything coming out of it. Never mind. All cool, Piggy. Thanks. Anyway, Arizona Snowman. Piggy is here. C&D Boy will probably come along sooner or later, as well as we have, let's see, probably Gary 24/7 Live, AZ Skies, maybe in the background as well, amongst others like Lucas and Joseph and so on and so forth. So welcome everyone to the moderators. Please be kind to them. They are very good people. And of course we have a whole bunch of people who popped in here, and we'll get to those right away. First person in today was Hermione, and Hermione gets the wonderful cookies. So there we go, and glad that Hermione made it in as number one. And let's see, people were saying something about possible eruption in Iceland, and we don't know. I'm thinking we seen some smoke and or perhaps some steaming off of some areas. I'm not sure exactly what is going on, but they are what they are. Okay, and don't feed the Piggy. She is still trying to find her street cred. Oh, come on. Piggy, you're so nasty. I'm not going to give you a cart. I'm going to give you two. How about that? Let's do that. Anyway, we'll see what we can do here. All right, yeah, we'll give her two carts today, and she can drive with some extra crayons. Don't hit anybody. So all awesome. Hank says, I hear you. Oh, cool. That is awesome. That darn Hertfordshire site, a clickbait, Doc. I don't know. No, it wasn't the Hertfordshire. That is not click. Well, I'm going to reserve the comments on that. Anyway, feeds Piggy with gloves. She bites, you know. Hey, be careful. You ain't going to have any fingers left. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. She snuffles, or snaffles the crayons. There we go. Doc under volcano? No, I don't want to be underneath the volcano. That is not good for your health. It's very hot down there. But hey, you can send me to the place where the gold is. I wouldn't mind that, and I'd love it. Anyway, we had a bunch of super chats already, and I'm going to go through those real quick. And that was from a wonderful Irish monk for €2, and then Perfectibility 999 threw in a $2 super chat there as well. Thanks, Brian. And Gura threw in 20 Swedish kroners, and thanks for that, Gura. That's all awesome. What? Dr. Fox, get ready to pause the lava. Pause the lava? Oh, why? Do I have to pause the lava? Oh my. I don't want to pause the lava. I think the lava is nice. I don't want to pause it. Oh boy. Paused. No, we're not paused. We're going. It's going. It's squirting out of there. Oh, yeah. Anyway, the footage on screen, of course, as it is indicated, from August 15th, and again, I had someone indicating that, gee, your footage isn't live. It's from 3 days ago, and I'm kind of chuckling to myself, wondering where they got that from. But it does clearly say on the bottom of that screen that it is from the 15th for today, anyway. So we'll see what happens. And I know yesterday was. I did have the label on there as well, so I'm not sure what the heck is going on with some people. But it happens. People aren't paying attention. They take a look at the top of the chat box, and they don't look at the word replay in there. And if you happen to see that, that means you are watching the replay. It should say a top chat or a live chat up at the top of your chat box. If it says top chat replay or live chat replay, obviously you can't make comments in the chat. On the side, you can make comments down below, though, and when you are making those comments down below, you know that that stream has already finished. Everyone's gone home, and we are looking at history rather than current events. So there we go. Anyway, hey, I seen that drones fly by there. That was pretty cool. Time to say hello to everyone. So we'll start out with Henry Nelson is here, as well as Juliet, Kirst Chaplin, also here, Linda Schoof, welcome, and Grandma B, and Kevin Haynes, and Oh Mummy of Hamsters. And Oh Mummy of Hamsters, I got that link, and I am watching that right now. It seems to have subsided, whatever you were seeing there, and I do agree there was a lot of smoke or steam there, but it's one of those things. Anyway, King Colin Deadman also here. We already said hi to Hermione because she got the cookies. Sue Hayes is back in the house. Sasha is here. Juliet, Henry, I think I already said those, and going up some more here. Looking for other names. Of course, Gura26 is back. Welcome, Gura. Glad to have you on board. And let's see. We got Sue. We got Linda. Irish Monk is here. He stole something. What did you steal? Hank is also back. Welcome, Hank. Glad to have you here. Going up a few more. Looking for more wonderful names. Welcome, Diane Craig, as well as Wormhand. Glad to have you back, and going up some more, looking for more wonderful names. Kevin Williams in the house. Welcome, Kevin Williams. So let's not confuse it. Kevin Williams and Kevin Haynes are both here, so make sure that you put full names if you're going to address one of them. Layla also back in the house, and going up a little bit more, looking for more good names. And who do we find? Storm Chaser 1211 for sure. Welcome. And let's see, anyone else? Sharon Stewart, welcome. Glad to have you on board. And Piggy threw in, will be here, part of the stream, as I have been up at 5 a.m. To get moving for Turkey. Oh, okay. No problem, Piggy. If you have to take some time out, you do what you need to do, and we're all good. And going up a little bit more, looking for more wonderful names. A lot of chatting going on, but I like that. That really means a lot. That I do encourage that. Everybody is being friendly with everyone, and good to see. Okay, and going up, looking for more names as I'm talking here. Kananaskis country is also here. Welcome back. And we got Cursed already. Got going, looking for more names. Scrolling faster now. And lots of people are chatting, so lots of repeats. But that's okay. We want those repeats, and that is required, if you will. And let's see, going up more and more and more, and I see more and more repeats, which is all right. Oh, Peter Greenlees, and there we go, last one at the top that I see, and welcome. I'm glad to have you on board as well. Okay, getting back down to the bottom, we see Mary Martin is also here, and Trevor T just got in. Welcome. And did I miss anyone else in between here? Just double checking real quick. And Ken Wilson, welcome. I'm glad to have you on board. Pistol Pete is here. Hi from the smoky Edmonton. yeah, kind of. It's a hazy day out there from the looks of it. Anyway, I'm looking to see if I missed anyone else. And I think we're good for right now, so all cool. And let's see if we can get things going again here. Let's turn off the video recording, if I can find the darn thing. Which one is it? Oh, I see what happened, and we'll turn that guy off. Okay, why is that on now? That's something else went weird there. Okay, something not working quite right here. That is buffering. It should not be. Let me get rid of the big banner here first off, and hopefully that will help. And come on, computer, what are you doing? I see my computer's having issues there. And why is that so zoomed out? Did they do something with their camera? Darn it. I hope they didn't take that camera away. We'll try refreshing it and see what happens. And, well, that seems to be there for right now. Yeah, except for, is that the right time? It seems to be, yeah, I think we might have lost that camera for today, because it is zoomed out, and normally it's zoomed in a whole bunch more, and we normally see what's going on. But while that is zoomed out, I am going to back it up just a little bit here. And that is while it was still zoomed in. I just want to see right where they zoomed it out and see what we've got there. Okay, I'm going to pause it right there. And the reason I want to pause it is I want to see what's going on. I don't know, I don't think that's smoke there. I see we got smoke coming out of this area, some smoke coming off of there, smoke here, and smoke in this area. So that is kind of making me wonder what the heck is going on, and hopefully they'll get this camera working again so it's not buffering, because that is the only one that we've got left looking at the Siggy Fisher right now, unfortunately. So we'll see what happens. But hey, Maria is here. Welcome, and glad to have you on board, Maria. Anyway, looking in some of those spots, it makes you wonder what is going on. I was going to load up those other pictures. I'm going to do that right now. I didn't get a chance to do that, and was busy doing other things. So if we load those other two pictures up that were sent in to me, we can see what's going on here. Come on, computer, and there we go. And of course, there need to get my crayons working. Copy, remove, paste, and let's see if crayons will work. Look right up there, that green circle. You see all that smoke coming out, and that is what we're looking at. So this area right there, and that's going from about there to here. Right now we can see that smoke, and kind of making us wonder what is going on with having that smoke in there. And you know, I can understand people asking, hey, is there another eruption or something? It's just right now we don't have any cameras looking in that area at all, and I really wish we did, but I don't believe there is. Okay, I haven't seen anything that would support it. I was looking for earthquakes and stuff like that being in that area, didn't see anything, and I kind of have to question and wonder, what is actually going on there. So I'm pretty awesome. Wessex Dragon, welcome back. I'm glad to have you on board. Anyway, that is definitely an interesting venture there. We'll see what happens. I do have one more image of that, and we'll throw that up here as well. And let's see if we can get to it. Not sure how well that will show up. This is slightly different cropping on it, but you can see that smoke, alleged smoke, I guess is what we'll call it. And I'm kind of wondering what, when we see it in that area right here, but we also see over here. So it kind of makes a guy wonder, is that steam? Is that smoke? Is that fog coming off of there? Are we getting that much rain or condensation that's evaporating and creating that? Don't know what it is, you guys. So that is something that we're throwing out there, and we'll see. So it's going to be interesting. There's the other shot, of course. We'll have a look, and of course with this, right now it not working. It's kind of a it's unfair. Make it work. Make it work. I need it to work, and of course it's not going to work for us. And okay, Piggy, thank you. Yep, that'll work, and all good. I'll have to load that up, and thank you very much for that. I tried, and the one that I loaded didn't work. So, well, it loaded onto my computer, but apparently it doesn't like to go into the software. You gotta reload. It's yeah, it's got a timer on it. Oh, mummy of hamsters, and definitely there. Under the volcano, I don't know what you're asking. I'm not under a volcano, Gura. I'm sitting in a chair. You think that there's stuff under there? We don't know. That thing started buffering again. Anyway, let's go have a look, not at that site, but rather at our harmonic tremor site, and that is this one, of course. And in a way, it is good news, and it does make you wonder what the heck is going on. Because you see what's happened to our blue has shot way up here, but we see the last remnant is actually coming back down. So I don't know if that's just a temporary downward shot, but that looks like where the last one is. You can see the green right there, and of course our purple or extra low or ultra low, extra low frequency, yeah, extremely low frequency, that's it, is hiding there. So anyway, we're not seeing anything here, so I have to kind of question, are we going to see something happening in the future? Welcome, Alba Girl, and glad to have you on board. Yeah, Worm Hand, I know, it's kind of like, what do we got going on? And it really kind of bites if we don't see anything there, right? So we'll take a look and see what we can come up with. But for right now, unfortunately, we are not seeing any really good action here, other than it went up and it is looking like it's possibly dropping. We'll check on that in a little while, so that should be okay. Let's go over to our earthquakes, and of course I did something weird here. Set it for 1 hour This is what we've got in the last 1 hour, and it has been 48 earthquakes in the last hour, which is still coming in very, very quickly as far as things are concerned. And that is up here by Grimsey, the island that is right here. And that is, what's the airport called? Grimsey something or other. I can't read that, never mind. I'm going to leave Grimsey alone. But that's what we've seen in the last hour. And that is a fair amount of quakes. You'd think that we've got something going on underneath here. You know, looking at some of these circular patterns. Or semi-circular, I'm kind of going, come on, volcano, let's see what happens. And with all those quakes happening there, it is very, very possible that we do have something there. So if we back this up a little bit, or put it on for the last 24 hours, we had 1,744 quakes in that area. Or in Iceland in total, but most of them were in that area, including some sizable ones like this 4.2 that we've got here, 7.6 kilometers down from 2024, that kind of thing. So there were indeed some larger ones, 3.9, 0.5 of a kilometer down. Now this is what really kind of makes me wonder, is this thing going to erupt there? One big blob of earthquakes. It is just a tremendous amount all in that same spot, and it is truly remnant of where we're going. You know, where you would see an eruption, you would expect this, and that is exactly what I'm thinking, is that we are going to see an eruption underneath here, submariner style eruption, and maybe we'll see a new island in the future or something. I don't know. And one thing I do know, though, is Yvonne is in Iceland. So she'll be taking a look at Ragnar and Siggy a little bit. And then she does plan to go up here to Grimsey and see what the heck is going on. So that is always cool and interesting. And anyway, I'm going to zoom out a little bit, and we will take a look at the other areas that we want to see things happening in. And that, of course, is down here where we have our wonderful Ragnar or Fragardal Fjall. And that, of course, has been turned back to a green, saying that we're likely not going to see an eruption. We do have this little quake here from 1:42 a.m., 0.48 and 4.7 kilometers down. And that is right in the Meridalier area, right along that fissure line. And we don't see anything else around it, though. Next one over, this very small 0.29, 5.7 kilometers down from 4:35 a.m. And then one further over from, it's a 0.43, and it's 4.3 kilometers down from 26 minutes after midnight. So that's kind of what we've got right there. Not seeing a heck of a lot of other traffic on the peninsula as per se. Out here in the water, a couple of ones are very close to it, 6.1 kilometers down from 10:54 a.m. And then we also had a 0.93, and that is 5 kilometers down from 10:50. Very small 0.1, 4.2 kilometers down, and that was from 22:03 yesterday. And I think we got that one, so I'm not going to worry about that. And I think for the most part, it's not bad in that area. Going over here and looking at Katla, we did see a newer one here, 1.1 kilometers down, 15:41 was the time on it, and it's 1.9 in magnitude. And yesterday's, no, this is actually today's as well. I thought we had one here yesterday. That might be that 0.9. Anyway, 1.42, and that was from 1.8 kilometers down, and 7 minutes after midnight is when that one happened. This 0.9, yeah, that is from yesterday, from 2211, 4.4 kilometers down, and this is all at Katla, and kind of makes a guy wonder, well, are we going to see something there finally? But I don't know yet. 1.1, just a little ways to the northwest of that, 5.2 kilometers down from 7:44 a.m. And sliding over a little bit more, we see a 0.82, and that one is a little bit more shallow at 135 meters down. 49 minutes after midnight is when that happened, and that area is, what do they call it? Fragadel, no, hang on. Rakensdaljer area. So that is what we've got right there. That's Hekla over here, and of course this is the unpronounceable one. And then if we slide up and over a little bit, we'll have a look at some of the other ones, and not seeing too many in this area. Here's Bardabunga, Grimsvatn right there, nothing happening there. Looking at Asja, we had a 2.13, and that was 2.2 kilometers down from 2:22 a.m. Lots of twos in there. Two, well, it's a good thing it's only one, but it's a 2.13. We also had a 1.1 there, 2.9 kilometers down from 3:59. And a 0.8 from yesterday at 22:13, and that was 7.9 kilometers down. Also, this 1.7, kind of a straggler out here, and that was from 2100 yesterday, and 5.9 or 5.2 kilometers down. There we go, and then of course we get up into our mess, and it is indeed a real mess. That is 24 hours worth of quakes, and according to what we're seeing there, 1,740 quakes, and some of them, you know, they come and they go. If we set this on 1 week, hang on, I don't know if I can even do that on this one. Never mind, let's leave it there. That's going to be just too much data to throw in there, but that's what we're seeing right now up on the top end of Iceland, rather than seeing an eruption down below. So kind of, I wish we had an eruption. That's of course the goal. That's what we want to show. But it's always interesting to see those things happening. So that harmonic tremor chart, going to refresh one more time, see if it's going to change any, and give us any more indicators whether it's going up or down. And I don't know. It almost looks like it's going down a bit, but I'm going to bite my tongue. Just about break time. Let's take a quick look though at the Azores, since we want to do that. And wrong one. Get rid of that. So Azores not looking very nice today. And what's a Grimsby chart looking like? We'll take a look in a bit, Sue. We'll gonna go deal with Azores real quick before the break here. And then after the break, we'll possibly have a look at the charts. Anyway, that is not good weather. Seen lots of rain and pretty rough seas there. Here's our little cove, and you can see a lot of white water slamming in. So we know the seas are pretty rough today. And careful with the little boats when you're heading out there. And looking at the amount of earthquakes that we've had there today, really not too terribly many, only 2 showing up, 2.0, 27 minutes after midnight, and then we also had a 2.1 that was there. Dr. Fox, break time, thank you, Piggy, and we'll do that in a second. And anyway, those 2 quakes are right there. If we go on the other one, I'm going to refresh this. And why is it not putting me back there? There we go. Okay, so on here they're showing 3 quakes, and 2 of them, well, they're not even showing on the island. Where the heck are they? Because that doesn't make sense. Oh yeah, they are there. Okay, so the 2 are definitely there. We do have the 3rd quake down here 8 hours ago, 2.2, and that is kind of in the grind zone between the Eurasian plate and the African plate. So that's what we're seeing there. Gives you a pretty good idea of what's going on. Anyway, these guys, a little better look to see exactly where they are, and gives you a good idea. Not too far from the harbor, and that is kind of what we got. So let's leave it at that for right now. And that is our wonderful Azores, and we'll get ourselves back onto our lava. Unfortunately, that one is still buffering, so we're not going to worry about that for right now. But we'll get some lava back on the screen here for the time being. And on that friendly note, I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And we'll definitely be back in about 5 minutes. Going to take that break. For those good people who are here, if you have not yet hit that like button, please help us out. And definitely makes a super, super big difference with the YouTube analytics. And it would be awesome if you could support the stream that way. And there's also, for those who haven't subscribed yet, please do consider subscribing if you feel that we are worthy of earning that subscription from you. On that friendly note, I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I will be back in about 5 minutes or so. Don't go away. Thank you. Okay, that was too hard. Irish monk, you sold your children, but they were annoying? Wow. Welcome or welcome back, everyone. Glad to have you on board. And just going through and reading those wonderful super chats. And of course, Oh Mummy of Hamster, thank you very much for that wonderful $5 super chat. And planting a seed to bribe out some lava action. I'm hoping we're going to get some lava action too. I really do. I want to see that. And then, of course, Irish Monk throws in a €2 super chat saying he sold his children, but they were annoying. Well, children can be annoying, but you can't sell them. Oh boy, that must have been a while back when you could still get some money for them. Anyway, thank you for the welcome backs from Piggy and Trevor and Albert Girl and Sue Hayes and Scott Hartman and I Can Hear You, Sharon Stewart and Old Mummy of Hamsters, thank you, and Kevin Haynes. You guys are awesome, and that is all good. Does €5 cover selling his child? I don't think so. I'm not going to get into that, Kevin. We don't deal with selling children on this live stream. We only do volcanic stuff, and maybe some slave lava workers, but that is about it. So thank you, Maria, and appreciate that. Welcome back. But anyway, I was trying to write down Irish Monk's thing here. I got to write that down before I forget. Okay, and I put monk behind that word. All right, rentals. Oh boy, I hope they weren't rentals. Anyway, okay, let's carry on with our wonderful stream here. And since the other camera is not coming back at all, it's still buffering, and I've got a sneaky hunch I know why. I do believe it's because of it not getting enough sunlight on the solar panels. So right now, anyway, we switched over looking to the sunset at Reykjavik, and that is from the Perlin Center up on the hill, and that is the view we've got right now. So I just wanted to share that portion of Iceland with you. And of course, it is Saturday there, so it's looking pretty awesome. Let's see, what else we got on the go here with Iceland? Well, we already mentioned that Yvonne Kunkel is there in Iceland. She is on her vacation, and she is said that she would be looking at our Ragnar and Siggy, and then likely going up to Grimsey, up in the Grimsey Island, up in the north there, where all those quakes are happening. So that's going to be interesting to find out what does transpire. And maybe she'll send us back some photos. And I think she just went for the gold, so I have no idea. But she's going to try to find out. Anyway, let's carry on. We already had a look at our wonderful Azores, and we want to continue looking at some of the other ones as we go around the world real quick and have a look. Of course, that wonderful shot of the nothing but haze in the sky is our Popocatépetl. And if we back up a little bit in the stream earlier here, Popocatépetl, about 8 hours ago, 8 hours and 41 minutes ago, this was kind of the scene that's just about 7 a.m. there, 5 minutes to. And it was erupting a little bit, and we did watch several plumes come out at fairly good speeds. And unfortunately not fast enough to really make a decent video, but there you can see that plume raising up. Very little snow left at the top of Popocatépetl. Lots of gray in there, and I don't know if it's just a lack of sunlight or if that in fact is covered with ash now. So that will be all right. Oh, mummy of hamsters? Yeah. Oh no, what's going on? Children being sent around the world? This is strange. All right. Okay, I will send them back in 2 weeks. I can put them to work cleaning out the attic. Wow. All right. Maybe I should get one for a day or two and clean up in here. I'm kidding. It's all good. Anyway, that is what we seen earlier this morning at Popocatépetl. And hang on, I did have another one here. I wanted to kind of point out. Where did it go? There it is. And I'll go to about here. I probably have to advance it just a little. And Popocatépetl is definitely getting a little bit more active as of late. So I'm wondering if we are going to see some really decent eruptions from it. This was right at 9 o'clock. Dr. Fox, send one homeless kitten to clear up for you. What? Oh no, Piggy, no, I'm not allowed to have pets. I already have bunnies and squirrels and magpies. I'm all full. Oh boy, homeless kitten. By the way, yeah, for those who didn't hear, Piggy found another home. So 2 of the 3 wonderful little krakens now have forever homes, or at least we hope they are. And that's a good sign. And Piggy, of course, is working diligently to possibly find that 3rd one a home as well. So well done, Piggy. And anyway, Popocatépetl doing its thing, and that is pretty awesome to see. Do want to speed that up just a little bit. We'll go ahead 5 seconds at a time here to kind of expedite it. And all that material coming out, a lot of ash in there as well. So it did definitely do its thing for a little while, and then of course it just kind of stopped, and back to its normal state. And that's about where we're at here now. And you kind of gotta wonder what's it doing, right? So we'll see further down the road, though. There were just regular eruptive steam coming out, I guess, for the lack of better words. And then it wasn't too long after that, at about the 5-hour mark, we had the clouds starting to move back in. That brings us to just about 11 a.m. Their time in Mexico. And after that, it was game over, and back into the abyss of the gray. So that is basically the same thing we see right now, and that's what we've got. So at least we know Popocatépetl is doing some stuff. Let's see if we do have. No, we don't have Fuego. And looking at this one here, Cerro Negro in Nicaragua, also not visible. And going to Messiah, also in Central America in Nicaragua. You see most of that smoke is headed right towards the camera, but you can still make out where the caldera is here. And I did check during the night. We do still see a big glow at nighttime from this volcano, so we know it's cooking down there in that caldera. Unfortunately, we can't see anything, and that's pretty good. Okay, All right, let's carry on looking at some of the other ones. There is Merapi, and let's see if we can get onto that screen. There we go. Wanted to back up a little bit on there, try to see if we had any lava. I didn't look at this one earlier. There was a couple little spots here and there that I did kind of peek at, but it gets a little disappointing sometimes when you're looking at these things, hoping to see something coming out, and you just don't see it. And this was at 1:49 in the morning. It's very bright there with the full moon, so very nice shot for just about 2 a.m. If we back up a little bit more here, we see what the rest kind of look like. And a little earlier here, let's see if we can actually find something erupting out of there. How about right there? We see something rolling down the hill. A little bit of smoke right there. If we advance that, you can see that smoke is definitely off-gassing, and there's a tiny little bit of lava, and unfortunately not a heck of a lot. Oh, a little more. So we do see some Merapi bacon, but it wasn't a very large amount, unfortunately, and that is kind of what we've got going on there. It's a hit and miss with this volcano as of late, so hard to tell what it's going to do in the near future. You can see some of those splatter spots, or spatter, whatever you want to call it, out in the open area, and obviously that must have been enough to really push down here, because we can definitely see what how far it's gone. So from there to here, a good amount of material. Hopefully I will see some more of that, and I don't know if we can find any other ones where it had visible lava. And again, we were battling the clouds, looking at some of this stuff as well. It's not always easy, you guys, when you're hunting and you're hunting and you're hunting, and every time you go look at it and you actually see, I think I found another place with some lava here. There we go. That was up from a little bit higher. It's difficult to see sometimes when you're scanning across some of the older footage, and of course this is about 8 hours and 10 minutes ago. So 1943 was the time on that. And again, that is not bad. You can actually see the lava, so pretty awesome. Good night, Maria, if you're going. That is all right. And let's see, Juliet. Juliet, it was your birthday yesterday, and you didn't say anything. Oh, darn it. Or we missed it somehow. Maybe you just kept it quiet. But since it was your birthday yesterday, we're going to have to figure out something. Anyway, Merapi still doing its thing, and I'm happy about that. Prior to about that time, it was in the clouds, and we couldn't see a heck of a lot. But this particular eruption, you see it threw lava all the way down to here, so that's pretty awesome. And we'll put that back to live. So what we see is live right now, and it is 3:53 a.m. there in Java, Indonesia. So there we go. Quick peek over at Mount Ruapehu, and is that live? It's got to be 8:54 a.m. and there is Mount Ruapehu, covered with a bunch of clouds, but I see sunshine there, so that is pretty darn awesome, and a nice view. Looking at that, pretty good. And let's see what else we've got here real quick. I'll put that back on there, and we will switch over and take a look. And there's the other one that I was trying to find something on, and I never did see much in there because of the bad clouds, and I don't know, rain, and let's see, we'll get out of the rain here. That's 3.5 hours ago, and that's what we were seeing. And one of the things, and this is just about midnight, again, because of the full moon, everything looks a lot brighter. This is at night, so pretty awesome to see that, but you can see some smoke in there, or steam, and it does look like it was raining there not too long ago, or possibly still raining. Right about here, a little harder to see, but oh, it's lightning bolts. That's what we were seeing. And again, we see a little bit of a glow here, right in the top. And unfortunately, not too much more. Thank you for the 5-minute warning, Piggy. There was the lightning. And yeah, that camera is trying to adjust itself. So right in there, though, you do see that little bit of a glow, and you know that there is a lava happening. It's just we are not able to see it very well because of current weather conditions. So that's kind of what we've got there. And Indonesian volcano monitoring does have their stream up. Let's have a quick look. And there they threw the ones back up with all the charts on there. It's hard to see if you got a very small stream or screen. It's even hard to see if you got a big screen. But up in the top here, Krakatau, and we can see that it is pluming. We see some stuff coming off. We can see from the distance here that there is some light there, showing that we have lava happening in that spot. The other ones here, and I am trying to desperately read that, very hard to see what volcano this actually is. And yeah, I can't read it. Merapi down here, too dark to see, and Ibu is this one right here. So a little bit of a plume there, but the other Ibu camera is not working. Boy, is that hard to make out. It looks like TANG something, and very difficult or blurry on my screen for some reason. So I don't know if you guys can make that out. It's pretty tough looking. Anyway, JB, God Save the King. Okay, welcome. And yeah, King Colin, I guess is here as well. I'm kidding. Never mind. Okay, I'm back to Semeru, and that's what we were looking at. Current picture of Semeru right there. Quick peek over at Sakurajima in Japan before we get off on our break, and let me get on the right screen. So harder to tell what's going on because that cloud is just kind of sitting on top of it. Even when we went back a little bit, there were a couple times where we thought it was kind of erupting, and I think it's right about here. This is just very recent, and that is at 5:31 their time. We see that pluming out of there. I'm speeding it up 5 seconds at a time just to give you an idea that, you know, it did in fact do what it's doing. So it has not gone quiet. It is still doing a lot of things. I do believe this might have been another one here a little earlier in the morning at 4:56 a.m. And that is kind of what we've got there. So interesting stuff from Sakurajima all the way around. And again, the very well lit nighttime. It's 2:23 a.m. and you see it as almost as bright as daylight, and you see the stars in the sky, of course. A moonlit night, full moon, and that's what we're seeing. I'm going to leave it back to a live shot. Quick peek, there comes the ice cream boat. The first one's already docked. Double ice cream boats. You guys get to do your thing today. So definitely worthy of going down and getting some ice cream. Anyway, the poppet has been called, and I am looking forward to getting off of here, taking a break. I do have to try to load a couple things up, and I will do that. But when we come back, we'll have some bacon seeds, and that will be all good. Anyway, yeah. I'm just reading ice cream and then all neutered now. I hope the ice cream is neutered. Okay, never mind. That's wrong. Bad thoughts. Okay, anyway, you guys, be good, be kind, keep smiling, and I am going to go for a break. For those good people who have not yet hit that like button, please help us out and give it a quick shot. Also, if you have not yet subscribed, think about subscribing if you feel we've earned it. On that friendly note, that is all good. I'm going to go, we'll have bacon seeds when I come back, all right? And Juliet says, I'm not a blue. Okay, Dr. Fox. Ice cream? No. What? All right. Anyway, we'll see. I'll be back, you guys. Keep smiling. I'm your host, DrFox2000. Don't go away. And I'm going to throw you back onto some canned lava, I think. We'll get some music playing first, though. And then we'll go from there. And, yep, canned lava. It's here somewhere. I know it is. And there it is. I found it. Pretty awesome. Okay, I'll be back. Keep smiling. Thanks. And there we go. I've got the microphone back on. Welcome back, everyone. Glad to have you here. And here comes the flood of welcome backs. There we go. Thank you, everyone. Real quick, though, I want to say hi to a few more people that popped in. Welcome back, Philomena, as well as Alba Girl is here. Kananaska's Country, I don't know if I said hi to you. Nick Addison, also back in the house. Good to see you guys, and thanks for getting back in. Awesome. Anyway, yeah, apparently yesterday was Juliet's birthday, so we're going to do that before we go do our thing. I'm going to magically stop the lava flow here, and let's see if we can make that happen. And where is that? Poof! There we go. All right. Stop the lava flow, and of course, since we don't have that other feed working, we are looking at the city of Reykjavik and some weird monsters on the screen. I don't know what that is. Oh my God, it's a monster. And it's gone. Okay, at least it was on my end. I don't know if you guys seen that. It wasn't me. And all right, let's anyway, Juliet, since you didn't mention anything yesterday, we did want to say happy birthday to you. By the way, thanks everyone for the welcome backs from Scott and Piggy and Gura and Alba Girl and Kevin Williams, Sue, and let's see, Kananaska's Country, as well as King Colin and Sasha. I think I got most of you. And Old Mummy of Hamsters saying welcome back, Uncle Doc. Awesome. Anyway, Juliet, since we didn't have a birthday for you yesterday and nobody mentioned anything, we do want to do this. So happy belated birthday, Juliet. And hopefully you will have many more. And we'll play you that wonderful tune. And hopefully you'll be able to blow out some of those wonderful candles, and that'd be awesome. And I know there's quite a few on there. The smoke detector already went off a couple times, so hopefully you'll blow them out pretty quick. And we do have a fire extinguisher standing by just in case we need one. But happy birthday, and the day after. So happy belated birthday is what we really want to say. Did I want to mention she is 39 Irish? That is not 39. She was 29 and holding. And you remember, I'm trying to train you, you know, empathy, and the ladies are always 29, okay? And that's what you got to use, and that's the line that's going to keep you safe. Trust me, and every one of these ladies out there will agree with me. So that is pretty awesome. Anyway, happy birthday, Juliet. We really do appreciate having you here as a wonderful person, and it's awesome. And I'm 29 plus. Piggy, you don't need to mention those pluses. You can just say, I love younger women. I'm careful how you word that. You got to be politically correct nowadays, Irish monk. So very careful. Okay, what's Kananaska's saying? Juliet equals I am 21, 57 for life. Okay, anyway, I'm not going to get into the ages, but a very happy belated birthday to you, Juliet, and all the best, and hope you have many more. So we'll leave it at that, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. And yeah, we even found a cake with a name on it. That was pretty cool. Thanks, Piggy, and that is awesome. All right. I just figured we'll let that song finish. There we go. So, cool stuff, you guys, and there we go. I'm 67 and proud of it. Proud of every gray hair. I earned them. Linda, I'd say I earned mine, but they all fell out. But I'm not 67. I'm biting my tongue. Okay. And I'll leave that alone. Okay, we need to get moving on to other good things, and let's see what we can find out there. Let's go back over to our wonderful Sakurajima. And oh, hang on, bacon seeds. I almost forgot them. Holy mackerel! Let's go have a look at bacon seeds instead, and. We actually got some bonus bacon seeds today, so that's what we're going to look at. Apparently, Irish monk sent a couple in there, and we're going to just have a look at what he sent. By the way, both ice cream boats are still in, and this was yesterday's last little piggy, and of course he was such a cutie. I had to show him again. Anyway, let's carry on with today's. Wrong window, I think, Irish monk. I don't hear anything. Juliet, if you hear wailing at your window, 'tis me singing. Oh, boy. Anyway, that's pretty cool, isn't it, Mr. Irish monk? But anyway, this is kind of a smirky pig there with some cool shades, and that is awesome. Dying is too much work. Us feisty ladies got what? Better things to do. Oh, there you go. And that's always, oh, that's Elvis Pig. Oh, okay. So that is awesome, Elvis Pig. And nice cool rays. B-Mat, welcome. Glad to have you on board. Next little bacon seed is this little fella. And that one is looking pretty cool too. Very small one, but looking pretty cool. Do like it. And let's have a look at our next little fella or fellas, and we'll see what we've got. And that is this guy. He says, I want some shades too. Give me some shades. I promise not to drop them in my slup. Anyway, love the looker expression on this guy's face. And yeah, he needs to use a napkin or lick his chops a little bit more often. And that'll be pretty cool. Okay, let's move on to our next one. Need a wipe here. Yep, there you go. And this guy is laughing about it, and he's making a sloppy mess too. And of course, that is always cute when you see these a little closer up and eating and things like that. That is pretty wild. Okay, let's get on to our next ones. Food dribble. Yep. And there we go. This one looks a little bit more like I'm snuggling, leave me alone. And that one, of course, very cute looking little piggy. I like it. That's pretty awesome. And next one on our list, and of course this is a caretaker dog, and he's taking care of 4 of the little ones, and they are little tiny wee little piggies. And of course Mr. Pooch, the dog, took the piglets on his own. She lost her pups and fed them. Oh, okay. So that is pretty interesting, and that is actually really neat, Piggy, and that is an interesting story. The dog took the piglets on as her own. She lost her pups or puppies and fed them. Okay. Well, at least at least that's a very noble dog, I guess, and glad it's looking after them, nursed them. That's awesome. That is awesome. All right, let's move on to our next bacon seed, and this is the last one from Piggy for today, and then we've got the bonus ones that Mr. Irish Monk sent in. We're going to have a look at those as well. This guy, of course, is out in the sunshine, ears laid back, and sipping on some lunch. Definitely getting his fill. Doesn't look like he's starving by any means. So very nice to see that. Pretty awesome. Next is one of Irish Monk's ones here, and of course it has some verbiage on here, and I'm not quite sure. You're not the boss of me, I whisper to my pig as I put the blanket on the right way. Okay. And, I think the pig is in charge, you just didn't know it. Anyway, that is kind of cute. Okay, so I'll leave that guy be, and we'll go to the next one. Healthy a bit of bacon. Yep, you bet. And these guys look like they're kind of getting a little bit of shade there from the heat, but they're still piling up as little pig piles, and I don't know, they need to spread out a little bit as get that heat going elsewhere. These guys do look like you can almost see their ribs. I think they need to eat a little bit more, and hopefully they will in the future. And we have one more bacon seed picture, and this one is from Irish Monk as well. And this one is a little bit odd and a little bit different, and of course a little confusing, but I don't know. Is there a backstory to that one, Irish Monk? Because that is very weirdish looking. You've got a tiger with what is it? 5 little piggies there that are dressed up as tigers in that same spot, and they're all laying there. It must be warm. I don't know. This just looks different. As yeah. I'm trying to figure this one out. So I don't believe there was any what do they call it, interspecies relationship here. I think these are just tiger pigs. Wow, just imagine tiger pigs sits in confusion corner. Me too. Tiger bacon. Yeah. I don't know. That tiger must be pretty calm having those guys in there. The tiger gave birth to 6 Siborns. So the zoo dressed up piglets. Okay, stillborns. And all right. I guess if it works, it works. That would be the way. And wow. Just hope the mama doesn't get mad and start munching on the ones. Pigs in blankets. I don't know. That might not be the greatest idea, but hopefully everything will turn out well. And we'll have tiger bacon in the end. That will be pretty cool. All right, so those are our lovely bacon seeds, and the birthday thing gone over, and the one of the ice cream boats is leaving. We'll get over there right now and watch it go bye-bye. The other one is still there. You can still get your ice cream if you need to for a few more minutes, I think. And this is going to switch eventually. There you can see the one boat taking off, and the other one is still at the docks here. So still have a chance for a quick ice cream, and no problem. While we're here looking at this, we do see Sakurajima is still throwing out some wonderful stuff. Okay, just got another email in here, and it's too long to try to read. Lots of stuff in there. We'll have a look at it after. I can't be reading big long paragraphs while I'm trying to do the show. It just doesn't work. Anyway, seeing that, let's just pop over and see what the closer view looks like. This is pretty awesome. Morning sunlight is starting to hit everything, and we can see that this is kind of still pushing up here because we do have a lot of heat in that crater. So we're going to see some billowing regardless of whether it's actually from the volcano or with just regular clouds coming over. It's going to push them up as well with the extra heat that's in there. I've been arrested again on at Julian Street, and the cops are sick of me saying my name. What? Yeah, go home, Romeo. Romeo? Oh no. Oh no, Irish monk, what did you do now? Oh, close-up camera is still out of focus, and we're not going to worry about that. Again, that is Sakurajima in Japan. And let's go over to ASO a little bit early because of it is just sunrise there, but you can see that the steam is coming off of out of the caldera here, and that is pretty awesome. And that is Japan for you. So early morning, a nice big bright star showing every speck of dirt on the lens. Looks awesome. All right, next one is of course Suwanoshijima. This is down south in the islands south of the main body of Japan, and we are not seeing that much. We did have some clouds in there again during the course of the night, but also a little help from our moon, and the moon did light up everything on top. You can kind of see that there is a plume coming out of this with the other clouds being behind it. This is a little bit earlier here, 3:03 a.m. If we go back a little bit more, I'm trying to find a place where it looks clear, where we can actually see it pluming off. Not sure if those are just regular clouds or if that's actually coming from the volcano. Again, hard to tell in this shot. This was about 11:45 or midnight, and again, hard to tell what it's been doing. So we'll leave Suwanoshijima alone. We'll put it back onto Sakurajima, or maybe on this one. The ice cream boat is still there. You still have a chance. And that is pretty much it. And let's look at the time real quick. Okay, let's see if we got a time. Oh, Ta'al is not showing up. Let's see if I can get Ta'al working again. It was working just a little bit ago. And we'll see if, yep, a stream recording has ended. Darn it. Okay, Ta'al is not on the air right now, unfortunately, so we're not going to see Ta'al, but we can have a quick peek over at our wonderful Yellowstone National Park. And it is a beautiful day there, and of course, that's what we've got. Piggy saying, okay, you're going, right time for me to try sleep and all. Okay, Piggy, get some rest and do your thing, and hopefully it will, hopefully you'll get some sleep and rest well, and we'll see you later. Okay, take care, Piggy. And thanks for being here, and thanks for sending the seeds. Appreciate it a lot. All right, looking at some of the geysers that are off-gassing right now. Most of them they take turns. Some of them are more active than others. Of course, there are over 500 geysers in Yellowstone, so not just Old Faithful. But that's kind of what we see there. And let's see, a quick peek here, a sneak peek to Hawaii. That is what the lava pond in the caldera of Kilauea looked like. And that is kind of what it is, or what it was at 1906 last night. So pretty cool. Anyway, we're going to leave it there. It is break time, so I am going to throw it back over and turn on some more of that wonderful canned lava. By the way, that is the view of Reykjavik right now, and that is live indeed. So let's get some canned lava back on there for you guys, and we'll take a look from there. Turn that on, and turn that little thing on, so people don't get confused with when this was taken and think that we're trying to pull the wool over their eyes like some other channels. This way we know it's not current. All right, keep smiling, everyone. For those good people who have not hit that like button yet, of course, our goal here is to try to get up to 100. Let's see what we can do. And hopefully more of you will hit that button and get things going. Would really be awesome. And on that friendly note, I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I'm going to take a break, and I will be back in about 5 minutes or so. Keep smiling, play nice in the lava, and we'll see you soon. Thanks. Alrighty, I got the microphone back on. Welcome back, everyone. I'm glad to have you on board. Just reading that super chat from Irish Monk. Thank you, Irish Monk, for the wonderful €2 there. You ordered rain and wine? Goats hate wine. Well, I'll never. Goats hating the wine. That is horrible. Good thing they like the rain, though. That is awesome. And thank you kindly for that wonderful super chat. Thank you, everyone, for the welcome backs from Scott and Trevor and Kevin Williams and Sue Hayes and Grandma B and Kananaskis Country and Sasha and Irish, stay off the roof. Yeah, good advice, Grandma B. And really a good call. So awesome, and thank you. All right, let's park our canned lava here. We'll use our powers to stop it mid-flow and get at some more of the other good things that we have. And boy, this thing's playing games with me today again. Anyway, there is the city of Reykjavik as it is right now. That is live, and the sun is going down. You can see that looking pretty awesome there. So, kind of a nice shot. Anyway, we were going to go look at Hawaii, so let's have a quick peek there. And then we will continue on with the rest of our wonderful stuff. So looking at what we've seen in Hawaii, that of course is the lava pond that is inside the Kilauea's crater, and you can see the toe area over here, not very well, but you can see it kind of sort of. You see some brighter spots around the edges here. And those, of course, are the places where the lava is draining out of the pond. And this end over here is where it's flowing in. So that's where the lava tube is hiding. I'm going to refresh that one to the current picture for today. And that is what it looks like right now. We do see a reasonable drop in level. So meter and a half down. From what it normally is. And you can see over here is a little bit of a vent for the lava tubes. You can see the striations in the lava as the crust has formed on top of it, and it being pushed and starting to break a little bit. It's kind of neat seeing that. Again, you see the spots that are bright in color. Those, the reddish ones, those of course are the drain points for the lava going into the rest of the caldera. We don't know exactly where it's going, but the reason that stays lit up like that, of course, is as that lava is draining down, those bubbles, the gas bubbles, which are a lot lighter than the lava, are coming up, and they are coming up with a little bit of force, breaking that thin crust that has developed on top of the fresh lava that's poured into the pond, and hence the bright spots. Just want to point out this one is actually showing pretty good right here. We see a little bit more of a drop in elevation here, so this crack along here, this whole chunk all the way out, you can see the cracks on this side as well. That is susceptible to basically breaking out and possibly breaking up in the smaller pieces, remelting and disappearing. Who knows, but it is there. Just want to make everyone aware of those cracks that we could see. This piece here eventually flip or do something. Even this side here could break out, and could even see more, just a big break here in the middle as well, since a lot of this is actually fairly new in the center portion. Anyway, let's have a look at the other ones. again, this was from 1913 last night. You do see a lot of lava over on the right-hand side of the lava pond, which is usually not so pertinent there. Usually we see it down on the bottom or over on the other side here. But nice to see that it is there, and that looks pretty good. Going to refresh that one as well. By the way, that's the primary vent there, just so you know. All right, there's what it looks like right now. With the smoke going in that direction, very, very difficult to see anything, unfortunately, but that is what we've got. Primary vent there, little hornito is there, the vent for the lava tube about there, and it's hiding underneath there, so feeding the lava pond. Toe barely visible from this direction, but it is there. This picture though does give you a pretty good idea. You can see the shape, the round shape here of the area that appears to be a little bit higher than its surroundings, and it is in fact higher than the surrounding area around the edges, because it is floating. It's actually turned into an island floating on top of the lava that's underneath there. So you've got lava, cooled down lava floating on the other lava. Welcome, Sherry Hewitt. Glad to have you on board. And anyone else that I might have missed, like Jojo, welcome. And I think I got Alba Girl anyway. So that's kind of what we're seeing right there right now. And let's look at the other images. This one, of course, is from yesterday still, from 1901. That was a fine year, wasn't it? Anyway, primary lava pond there. This is the vent, and of course this is the other area that we've seen that was lit up, because we're on the other side, so we only get to see a little portion of it, and that is pretty cool, pretty awesome. We do still see some hot spots out in the other stuff, so kind of there. Let's refresh this, take a look at it right now, and this is current time, and again you can see primary vent, lava pond, the little hornito there, and the smoking vent and so on. And it was this area in here that was affected with the new material, and hopefully it will glow a little more tonight again, and that is always nice to see. And you got to think that level of that lava is going to be rising in that caldera all the time. We do see a bunch of smoke off the edge here, and of course that's indicative of a new lava hitting the old lava, so it ends up smoking. So you got the red hot material hitting the cold lava on the sides, and you end up with some smoke. Quick look at the thermal cam, and unfortunately it's not going to show that side as much as we'd like it to, unfortunately, but again, lava pond, toe area, primary vent, hornito, and then you can see some lighter areas here that were fairly recent, and they are still getting some lava underneath there. Otherwise they would have gone a lot darker already. We don't see too much around the edges there, nothing really glowing at this point in time. This one was from 1858 yesterday, and going to current time right now, really doesn't look a lot different. This is 11:28 a.m. Hawaii time, and you can make out the top circular area here where our floating lava is, and then of course the lower portions around the outer edges, and we're not seeing anything here. Unfortunately, it's just off the edge there that we would be able to see, so we don't see it cooling off. Anyway, let's pop over to earthquake map, and let's see if we can get on the right earthquake map. And there we go. And again, I did have to reboot my computer today to get the updates for the updates, and that is always a pleasure, isn't it? Windows. Anyway, Hawaiian Islands, there they are, and of course Oahu. That's where everybody goes. Waikiki over here somewhere, and of course if we zoom in, there's Pearl Harbor area, and that's pretty awesome. And let's see, right here, that's the volcano I drove into. I came in on this side and drove through, and came in here and turned around and drove right back out. That is a Diamond Head. So yeah, you can actually drive into that if you so desire, and that is pretty awesome. By the way, if you're ever here on Oahu, when you get over here, and let's see, where's our highway? I can't remember where the highway is here. Anyway, somewhere over here is where the pass is that gets you around, and it is windy, horribly. Yeah, there it is. Up here, there's a beautiful outlook that you can stand up here and just see the shorelines and stuff. If you ever get out there, make sure you hold on. Some of those wind gusts there are very windy, and it is a super strong wind right across the edge of this. So this is something to watch out for. But it is a gorgeous view. So you can drive right into they've got a parking lot there. You can park, and then you can wander on in and actually look at the beaches and stuff like that. And I did do the drive around, and it was just phenomenal to be able to drive down the coastline and see everything there was to see. So I'm very happy I did what I did there in Hawaii, and got to see all the good stuff. But yeah, if you want to drive into a volcano, that is Diamond Head, and there is the tunnel going through right here, and you can drive right in. So just be nice when you do that. All right. And I think they moved some of these buildings in here too, from what I recall. When we drove in, the primary building is located over here now. So this might be an older picture as well, but that's quite all right. Don't mind that. Anyway, pretty awesome. Jojo throws in a £5 super chat. Best wishes for Somerset, UK. I love the stream, and all the friendly peeps aboard. Thank you very kindly, Jojo. I do appreciate that wonderful super chat. Jojo 1960 UK, and that is awesome. And let me get that written down. And that is very kind of you. Appreciate it. Okay, anyway, let's get back at the other big island of Hawaii, and that is down here, and we want to see what we've got for earthquakes real quick. And not seeing an overly large amount today. 1.7 from 8:17 this morning. Then we have this one 2.0 from 8:02. We have another 2.0 from 2:09 a.m. Then we have this guy here, oh no, that's a 2.2. I thought it was a little bigger, but that's okay. 6:13 a.m. on that one from today. Another 2.2, 5:33 a.m. And then a 1.9 over here from 51 minutes after midnight. Going over to the other ones, a lot less today. So 2.2 on that guy, and that happened at 12:04, my bad. Then 2.6, a little bit bigger. Yesterday's 18:12 was the time on that guy. and another 2.1 from 1:23 a.m. and that is pretty good there. Most of those Pahala area basically down between 26 and about 30, 37, 36, 37 kilometers on average. Having a quick peek at this other one here, that is a 1.8. Happened yesterday at 16:15, 7 kilometers down, and nothing new up on Mauna Loa. We see nothing over on Mauna Kea at all, and then we get a little closer to our wonderful Kilauea. There it is, and we do see one quake here, 1.7, not very big, 2:13 a.m., and it is 200 meters down. So that is awesome and really cool. So that's it for earthquakes for Hawaii. And in general, we don't have too many new ones out there that we really want to look at. Kermadec Ridge still doing its thing. Here in Papua New Guinea, we still see this stack continuing one after another after another. Another 6.2, that's from yesterday at 17:31. Then we have the other 6.2 from 18:05. Then we have a 4.8 from today at 5:15 a.m. We have a 4.7 from yesterday at 19:27. And then we have this 4.9 from today at 7:49 a.m. They are all showing about 10 kilometers in depth. Really nothing major other than that. 4.5 over here in this portion of Papua New Guinea. This one right near Luolotok, Timor-Leste is the area that it's in. That is a 4.5 from 11:55 today at 407 kilometers down. Nothing really major there. 4.7 over here in Indonesia, and that is 52.9 kilometers down from 3 minutes after midnight. Japan looks pretty good, and we only see this one 4.5 out here in Dolinsk, Russia is the closest location to it, so that is what we're seeing. We do have this guy, 4.2 in China, and I don't know if I mentioned this one down here, 5.4 South Sandwich Islands, and we'll zoom in. This is in Greece, 4.1, and that is not very close to Piggy at all, so the likelihood of her feeling it is minimal, and she's over here in Kos, of course, and that is the island of Crete. And that is the subduction zone, and there we go. That's what we're seeing down there. Zooming back out, we do see this odd one in Switzerland, 4.3, 9.2 kilometers down, happened at 9:58 a.m., and that is a little on the odd side. You don't see many there. And of course, we see this one here, 4.6, from yesterday at 20:45, 11.4 kilometers down, and that is in the Grimsey area. Same where all that massive swarm of quakes is that we've got. Actually, that is a little bit further north there than, yeah, Grimsey should be this island right here, I think. And yeah, I thought that one was up here a little bit more, but okay, I'll live with that. And they only report some of those bigger ones, and that's what we're getting. All right, that's good for quakes for right now, and that is awesome. Let's pop over to quakes for around the world. We do want to see what is happening in the Canary Islands, though. We need to refresh this and see what we've got as current information. And there we go. We see a few over here on Tenerife and in the water. But the latest one, of course, is this guy flashing 1.6 from about 15 kilometers down. Happened today at 1757. There are also several other ones that happened today, or this is the only other one that happened today, not several. 1.4 17 kilometers down from 7:44 a.m. So that is it for there. Only the two quakes, and they are both 15 and 17 kilometers down, and they're on opposite sides of the ridge. So I don't know exactly how much that is going to affect anything. Anyway, let's take a look and see if we can zoom out far enough to see if, no, I don't see any quakes up in here. And of course, that is the junction point between the African plate and the Eurasian plate. So we'll see some tremors and earthquakes in that area on occasion as the things move and shift a little bit. Looking at the time, it is almost time for a quick break. We'll just do the volcano map real quick, and then we'll go take that break. So looking at Iceland, Astja still on the list. Eruption is still there on this map, showing an 11, or sorry, showing a, not 11, showing a yellow, and that is, of course, because Krusevik is a part of that system, and they still want to show a Krusevik on there. So I don't know. It's kind of weird, but I'm hoping we're going to get an eruption. Really, I do. Still seeing R2 in the Azores, and of course down here, Michael volcano down in South Sandwich Islands, and they had a 5.4 at 29 minutes ago. Everything else around the Pacific Rim here, or Ring of Fire, is pretty much the same as it was before. Nothing really has changed, so we really don't need to go into too much depth here. And we see that stack in Papua New Guinea continuing, and it's almost like it's the same kind of thing that we're seeing over in Iceland, except for it's on the opposite side of the world. Maybe if we put a string or a stick right through the globe and see, it'll come out in Iceland, and that's the opposite side of that. I don't know. Anyway, that is pretty good. And Kevin Haynes, take care and have a good night, Kevin. Antipode, okay. Anyway, let's continue on here, looking at our wonderful stuff. It's pretty much normal. Not seeing anything major happening. Except for they've added a volcano here, and Alade is a different volcano. It's a brand new one, and we haven't seen that. Chikarachki and Ibiko right there, but Alade is on Atlasov Island, so that is in the northern Corals. So that is a new one, and that is now deemed an orange. So that is that's a new change, definitely worthy of catching. So that is cool, and that's it. We don't have anything else major happening there. Still, DR Congo has still got his. RTVE is still there, and Etna and Volcano Stromboli Campy all still there. So nothing else has really changed, and we will put this back on this map so I can see other stuff in the future. And what I'll do is go take a 5-minute break or so, and then what I am going to do is get back at the weather. So let's I'll throw this on here. Actually, we'll turn our canned lava back on. And Sherry Hewitt says, good night, everyone. I'm super tired, so It's been a long day. See you all tomorrow. Excellent, and get some rest, Sherry. All the best to you, and sleep well, pleasant, lavely dreams. Okay. And on that friendly note, I'm your host, DrFox2000. I'm going to take a break for a few minutes, and then we'll come back and do our kind of global weather and see what we've got. For those good folks who have not yet hit that like button, if you're enjoying it, by all means hit that like button, help us out. We're trying to get it over the 100 mark. That is very important. So for anyone out there that hasn't hit the like yet, please do give it a quick shot. And also for those other good people that are here, if you have not yet subscribed, consider doing that as well. All right, on that friendly note, I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I'll be back in about 5 or 6 minutes, and don't go away. Keep smiling, be nice, and all that nice stuff. I'll be back. Thanks. Alrighty, there, microphone back on. I am back, and I'm your host, DrFox2000, and you're watching VolcanoX live stream. Daryl, if you're taking off, take care, be good, and stay out of the smoke. And we were going to take a look at the weather real quick. The first thing I was looking at, of course, is I zoomed in over in this area here, and I clicked on the first camera I could find, and you can definitely see very smoky in the area, and that is, where is that at? That is somewhere in between Seattle and Portland, so halfway in between, and that's kind of what we see in that area right now. So, yep, we can understand very smoky there. And thank you, everyone, for the welcome backs. And let's see. Daryl, it isn't over until the fat rabbit sings. There you go. I didn't know we had rabbits singing on here. But, okay. Oh, not quite done yet, but that is okay. And thanks again, everyone, for the wonderful welcome backs. I see quite a few of them in there. So Sharon Stewart saying, "I hear you, woo." And Daryl, Doc has SO2 and temp and precipitation to do. Yep, I do. And that's what we're going to go through right now. So thanks, Colin and Sue and Jojo, and I think we're good there. All right. So, yeah, let's have a look and see. Of course, North America, not too bad here. We do see that the jet stream is kind of curled up and down and really sharply over top of Alberta. Of course, that is going to bring in more cold air. Not what I want. Not what I want at all. We do see some pluming going out here in from the U.S. over the Great Lakes into Ontario and Quebec, but I think that's because of the draw. Earl, the soul singer storm, is now sitting about here. It was out here, so it has moved north a bit, and it is now starting to bring some bad weather in for those good people out there in the eastern portions of Canada, unfortunately. So they're going to have to put up with that a little bit and see what happens. John Raper also popped in. Welcome, John. And anyway, that is kind of what North America looks like right now. Not overly bad. And getting back down here, our Storm K, again, it's showing that low right beside Los Angeles pretty much. And I'm going to look at the other map right away here and see where that is now showing. And yeah, they caught it up, and it's about the same place, so that's not so bad. And that's what we're seeing. So they've got some circulation coming up, bringing in warmer air as well as other stuff along with moisture maybe. We'll see how things go from there. Looking at Mexico, we see the plume doesn't know which way to go because of the different circulations happening here. We do have a storm sitting over here in Louisiana, and we'll get to that guy. But Mexico City and Popocatépetl adding to that red spot, sliding down the coast here, Costa Rica, and of course Nicaragua. They've got some heavy off-gassing from some of those volcanoes there, but that is okay. And Elite Volcano, okay. Thanks, Sue. We'll have a quick peek at that when I get a chance. But right now, looks like most of this is still pluming out into the Pacific. And the circulation here definitely has changed. We are now, though, seeing the cutoff point down at the bottom of Peru again. So that is kind of normalized itself. and everything going across the southern South American continent going. That's got to be a high here. Definitely pulling everything in. Most of that being pulled out of the populated areas as well. Some industrial stuff as well as volcanoes along the Chilean coast, giving us those plumes. White Isle volcano, of course, we know it was put back to a yellow from green, and it is there, and that is what's causing that area. Looks not bad here in Melbourne, and not too bad from the refineries. We see this area here north of Sydney, coking plants throwing that SO2 out. And this is Tofua and Tonga, and that is still continuing to do its thing. Still a little odd. We got the wind direction going this way, and the SO2 is heading the opposite direction. Confuses me all the time. Anyway, looking here, Vanuatu still pretty busy. A little bit more coming out of Yasur this time around. And looking at Papua New Guinea, nothing too new there. And then we see Luolatok is still working away, getting a nice dirty area there. And then, of course, down in here you'll have Semeru and Raun, and then over here would be Merapi, and then over would be Krakatoa, but Jakarta is definitely helping with that SO2 in this area. Ibu and Dakono are making that little red spot, and then we slide up here. Mayon is still working away, and I think most of this would be people pollution in here by the looks of things. It doesn't really look like it's emanating from Taal volcano, which is right inside a Taal lake right here. So that is kind of what we're seeing. Sliding up the coast a little bit. Taiwan still pretty normal. That storm here in the Sea of Philippine Sea still doing its thing, and moving northward. And of course we get in here, and Suwanosi Jima is the one doing most of this. And a lot of this cloud here was originated from Sakurajima, but the wind is just taking it to the north, and that's what we're seeing there. And of course here is the area where we're seeing that would be Chikarachki and our Ibiko in this area, and then this other island is got that new one that we mentioned earlier. And of course the Kamchatka Peninsula, we still have Karinsky, Bezimiani, and Chevlesh making that big plume. I'm sure there's a few others in here that are helping that out, and of course that is going into this circulation right there. So looking pretty wild, pretty awesome. And down here, bad stuff in South Africa, still very dirty. And same thing with DR Congo. That was mostly from volcanic activity, though, whereas South Africa is smelting plants. And so that's volcanic as well as coking plants there. Looking at why did this jump? Hang on, let me refresh that. For some reason it decided to change days on me here. Come on, fix you up, and delete that and redo it. Let's see if it redoes. Oh, great, and now I got to do air quality again. Darn it. And let's have a better look, and I will get back over here. Okay, so Erta would be right around here. Saudi Arabia with the refineries and so on, throwing off a lot of SO2, not doing anybody any favors there. And then of course we take a look here, This plume coming out was from Mount Etna and Stromboli, as well as Volcano. Volcano, very little coming off of it, but the other two are definitely off-gassing. Not bad in Spain, France, Germany. Everybody is pretty good, so looking pretty okay for the most part. And we see a little bit of a plume coming off of Iceland. Not sure exactly what's going on there. And, that was possibly something to do with that smoke we seen earlier. And I don't really know. We're going to have to find out a little bit more and see what happens. But that's it for our SO2. And what we will do is pop over to the weather map. I did refresh this not too long ago. There you can see northern portions of Canada getting very cold, same as Alaska. And then we see the prairies actually are not too bad for the most part. Northern area up here is in Manitoba getting a little on the cool side, but the other places holding some reasonable temperature today. Relatively a nice day. Same thing with what we see in British Columbia. A little cooler in Manitoba, and then of course we've got the heat wave down in southern Ontario, and it's going out here by Quebec and all those nice places. So even New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, PEI still holding some reasonable temperatures, even though Earl is right there doing its thing. And that is actually drawing some cold air over top of Newfoundland there, causing some problems. If we go look at the west coast, and we can understand why it's so slow moving smoke in there. We see more storms off the coast here. So that is K, and this one, I don't know, it's not named, but it is there. And we see the western side of I-5, basically, for the most part. No, it's the western portions of Washington, Oregon, and California. That's what I'm looking for. Are pretty darn hot still. So Death Valley, 37 degrees, which is a lot cooler than it's been for a while. But still, that is quite an unreasonable temperature, and we don't particularly like that warm. But that's what we got, and we're looking down here, Bakersfield, 37 as well. Some of those places. There's a few 38s in there also, but that's kind of what we got. LA coming in at about 31. And going down here to Phoenix, Arizona, 35 degrees, and down in Tucson, 34. So they are doing a pretty good temperature-wise. Sliding over a little bit more through, we see a portion of Colorado is warm. The other areas a little bit cooler, and of course the higher elevations are going to be a lot cooler. New Mexico holding a fair amount of heat in there. Texas looks pretty hot for the most part, and then as soon as we get up north of Texas, it cools right off. So Oklahoma, I guess, and those areas a lot cooler. Sliding along here a little bit more, we see the southern states all holding some reasonably good temperatures, including getting actually a little bit warmer here in the Carolinas, but down in Florida, 29, 30, 31, that kind of thing. A little bit warm, well, same thing in Alabama here, and also Mississippi and those areas, Louisiana, holding some good heat, and all the way across, really. Even Chicago coming in at 25 degrees. Grand Rapids, Michigan at 27. So, yeah, doing not bad. Detroit 28. London is 25. That's actually pretty awesome yet. Going up the east coast of the U.S., we do see some other highs in here as well as the lows. So it's going to be interesting to see what the weather actually looks like. Cancun coming in at 29 today. We see that the edges here are a lot warmer today. Higher elevations, not as prominent as they were yesterday. Sliding down Central America, not bad. Getting into Colombia, we see some really hot areas, but for the most part, the entire Amazon is cooking at pretty normal temperatures for what we would expect this time of year to have. And that is holding all the way down to just past Sao Paulo here. We do see a little bit of that warmer stuff coming down into Argentina, but a little bit cooler down on the bottom coastal areas of Brazil and Uruguay and portions of Paraguay, a little bit on the colder side as well. So that's kind of what we got there, getting down to the bottom end of Chile. We see it's actually not as bad as it used to be. We are not seeing any negative temperatures, so that's a good sign. It means things are warming up for them in that good area. And looking at New Zealand, southern island, fairly cool again today, even though that high is producing some good stuff coming down. Thank you all for chatting and for advice. Great bunch of folks here. Awesome, Daryl R. And thanks for popping in, and thank you for that wonderful super chat. Do appreciate it, and you're very kind of you. And yeah, they are a great bunch. We love them all. Anyway, a northern island of New Zealand, a little bit warmer, but still not as warm as it could be. We'll see what happens in the future there as the things change. That low, I don't know, right now it seems to be pulling the warm air down. Tasmania, on the other hand, from what it was yesterday, has really changed, and it has got this low here causing the problem. That low actually is all three of them working together, bringing up that very cold air again. And we got to wait till that high moves back over, reverses the flow. Cool in the southern half of Australia. Melbourne coming in at 8-9 degrees, maybe 10 degrees. Sydney sitting at 13-14 degrees. Brisbane being a little bit warmer, 15-16, which is nice. Down here in Perth, looking at 9-10 degrees. So it gives you a pretty good idea of what we've got. And looking at our Malaysian, Indonesian, and Philippines and Papua New Guinea area, all that, we do see that is pretty awesome. A little cooler here in Bangkok, 25 degrees today. 98% relative humidity is what I'm reading. That has to be raining there, and that's all there's to it, keeping things cool. We see a 93W out here. That is a bigger storm, and of course, what's this? Muifa. Muifa is there. That is what is it? A typhoon, Muifa. And that will likely move northward. We'll see how that goes, and that may go right into the Sea of Japan like the other one did as it went by. Anyway, looking at going up on the Kamchatka Peninsula, here's a high, another high pressure, pumping up the warm air, trying to chase that low back up there above the divide here, and hopefully it does. Warmer weather. Anyway, that low was drawing a lot of that cold air down from the north, and this stuff coming from Russia now, very cold as well. So Kamchatka Peninsula is definitely starting to cool off. Sliding over a little bit more, looking at India, we do see a fair amount of heat still there. Same thing with Afghanistan and, or is that Pakistan? That'd be Afghanistan. Pakistan is the other one. No, hang on. Am I right? No, this would be Pakistan, wouldn't it? Anyway, it's so confusing over there. They all keep changing their names. I'm kidding. Anyway, Iran, still a lot of heat today. Higher elevation is not so bad. They are a little cooler though. And looking at what we've got here, Baghdad, and yeah, Pakistan is right beside India, and then this would be Afghanistan, right? I think that is how it should be. So something like that. Anyway, Saudi Arabia, still a lot of heat, yeah, all the way through, but not as high as what we had before. So definitely a little easier on those good folks. And still a Sahara Desert holding a lot of heat. That's not going to let up anytime soon. I know Piggy's not here, but we'll have a look and see what her temperature is. 25, 26 degrees. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning there. That's crazy. You know, it just doesn't cool off there. The same thing goes for in Sicily. They are showing some higher temps again. And I'm sure that'll change in the near future, where things will cool off a little bit. We already see some of that cooling up in the northern parts of Italy, so that will be awesome. Even Spain still holding some good high heat in here as well, same as Portugal, sliding up to France. Reasonable temperatures for nighttime this time of year for them, not bad. And then we look at Germany. Not too bad for a nighttime. Variable though, as far as depending on where you go. In Berlin, 14. And you got over here in Cologne is 15. Frankfurt, 16. And Munich, of course, a little cooler because it's closer to the Alps. And seeing it at 13. Looking at 14, 15 degrees in Luxembourg, and Belgium about the same, 16 on the coast, 17 on the coast. Same thing goes for Holland, so that is pretty good. And looking here, pretty warm in for night temperatures, still quite warm in England and Wales, as well as in Irish monk country, and that definitely is quite warm for them right now, which is really really nice. A little cooler up here in Scotland, and that's all right. And then looking at the bottom end of Sweden, and we see it's not too bad, but as soon as we get kind of past Stockholm and into the higher elevations, very cold. So winter is coming for those guys. Same thing goes for Finland, and obviously we see 3 degrees Celsius in Moscow, and a little bit on the cold side there. So that's what we're seeing. And let's have a look here at Iceland. And of course, Yvonne would be down here right near Grindavik, and she would be experiencing about 10 degrees Celsius right now. So that's what we've got. A little warmer to the eastern side here, but not by much. 10, 12 degrees all the way up through the edges, and colder areas up north here. Depending on where you are, up here in Grimsby, right there, 8 degrees Celsius, and looks like we almost have a circulation happening right at the top end there, and right here. I don't know if it's kind of weird, but this guy, this low, definitely pulling some of that stuff down, and also maybe working some of that stuff upward as well. it is catching some of the Gulf Stream stuff that's been kind of pushed up into the area. All right, let's take a look and see if we can have some of that precipitation. Just hang on for a sec. I gotta do something here. Be right back. Okay, I'm back in here, and precipitation real quick. Having a look, first off, North America, we see up here in Canada, big low doing its thing. Also here in Baffin Bay. So two lows here battling, probably another low right there. And that is definitely providing some precipitation in the form of crystallized material in some spots. Looking at the other portions, though, we're fairly dry in the western portions of Canada and the US. And that guy really needs to work on his muffler, and that is not good. Anyway, we see this low sitting here. That's the storm K, and it is definitely doing its thing. And we do see the high that's sitting right beside it, and I don't know how that's going to affect the battle between the two. This other low here should be producing some cloud as well, but it doesn't have that hot air till it gets towards the coast a little bit. So hopefully it'll move. Anyway, I'm looking down here in northern parts of Arizona. We see some storms, not overly bad and not completely covering anything. A few here in New Mexico, nothing major, and we have some isolated storms in Texas, and then we have this thing all the way basically from the top of basically Armadillo, Texas, all the way up to wherever you want to go up here in Quebec. So that is quite a long system. And Kansas is getting hit a little bit. Des Moines, Iowa, those areas sliding up a little bit more. We see, going right over Lake Superior, those areas, and they're going to get some of that. But the I guess the southeastern states here, or eastern side anyway, lots of storms happening. So we are seeing quite a few storms in Florida, Panhandle, and Georgia. We do see stuff here in Mississippi and Louisiana, Alabama, all of those places. Memphis looks like it's getting some rain as well. Tennessee there, and those other states. So North Carolina getting hit pretty good there as well. So going up into Virginia, not too much there, but still quite a bit of rain, and that's interesting. And looking here in Mexico, top portion of Mexico starting to clear up nicely, and we are seeing more stuff down on the bottom. Central America looks like a mess as far as precipitation is concerned, and then the top portion of the Amazon and going to the western side here, fairly heavy duty. Any of these Dr. Fox volcano? I'm sorry, I missed what you're referring to, John. We're not seeing volcanoes. We're doing weather right now, so that's what we're going to focus on. We do see this low off of the Brazilian coast here, and that is a nasty storm. High feeding it from one side, low from the other, getting a big shear ridge, and that'll be stormy for those good people. Chile down on the bottom of Chile, but not so bad. That high here is actually helping keep things a little warmer in New Zealand, but the South Island still got a lot of cold air in it, so hopefully some more of that warm air will come down and help them out. We do see some rain in here, but not too bad. this system will likely move across there in the next day or two, and that is a lot of cold and wet stuff as well. Here's that shear front happening, and that's why we have it so cold in Tasmania. Melbourne, I'm not going to get too much of it, and for the most part it looks like Australia is pretty dry with the exception of this stuff in here, and they do like getting rain in that area because it rains very little up in there normally. Sliding up a little bit more, Indonesian areas, Papua New Guinea, and the storms everywhere. It's just crazy as we go up, and we see Manila and those areas still getting hit with a lot of that stuff. There's that typhoon, and of course it is doing its thing. Again, not 100% sure where that's going to go, but I've got a sneaky hunch it's going to go up towards South Korea as well. Same thing what the other one did. Some stormy stuff, not too much though, in Japan, and sliding up a little bit higher here we see these cool circulations, and they are of course drawing down some more of that cold air from Russia, which is coming from up top, and it's unfortunate that that is there, but it's the season. That's what's going to happen. And we are seeing pretty much normal stuff in India, and again through Central Africa. And if we zoom into again Piggy's area, and Piggy always asks me to look for rain, and I'm sorry Piggy, no rain if you're listening, and that is what we've got there. And same thing goes for most of Italy and Sicily, as well as Portugal and Spain, little bits in France. Germany looks like they are getting some rain in different places, which is very welcome right now from what I understand. Luxembourg and Belgium even included with some of that. Poland getting some rain. When we get a little further out to the east, Russia, they've got that big system, so lots of storm stuff happening. Sliding up a little bit more here, we do see bottom end of Sweden, and Norway has a little bit of rain, and nothing until you get back up to the very top of Norway. Everything else is dry in between, including Finland. So that's what we've got. Now let's have a look at England, and not too much rain in England at all. We do see these clouds and this system down here. I'm not sure how that is going to work or react in the next few days. We'll see what happens, but that is Irish monk territory, and I have to wait till that guy leaves. That is awful noisy, that muffler. And anyway, we do see this rain here. If things change and move a little bit, we'll likely see some of that go up right onto Ireland. And of course we see this low here. This is not what Yvonne Kunkel ordered. She ordered clear skies and a meeting with the lava workers to get them going. But it looks like we are going to get some rain and stuff on the Reykjanes Peninsula and all of Iceland for the next day or so. And not looking too good if you're on the southern coast. Maybe she'll go up to Grimsey first, and then I come back down afterwards and look at Ragnar and that area. So that's kind of the precipitation for today. Hopefully we've covered most of the areas, and I did want to mention we do still see a very prominent what I refer to as an equatorial storm, and you can see it pretty much go all the way across the entire globe. And that's it for that portion. We will pop over to temperatures. let's see how cold we can find. And we'll see if we can find something really chilly today. And so far, minus 80. And let's see if we can find anything colder than a minus 80. Minus 81. Okay, I've got minus 81. Sue is minus 82. And darn it, Sue, you have too much time to look. Oh, I'm only at minus 81, and I dare you to go outside and tell me the difference between the two. Guaranteed that you will not be able to. And yep, Sue is the winner with the coldest temp. So that is pretty awesome. And yeah, at that temperature, you don't want to be outside. That is just absolutely way too cold. And I think yesterday we had some people look at it. It's 114 or 100 something like that, minus 114 Fahrenheit, somewhere in that ballpark. Just absolutely silly is what it is. It is not made for man. And that is something that I do want to express here. You know, a lot of people say this planet is made for humans, and no, this planet is deadly to humans, and this planet is technically, if you were to take all the clothing and everything else away from humans, we only have about 20% of the planet to live on. To stay warm. So when you think about it, the other 80% or 80 to 82% of the planet is inhospitable to human life. So bear that in mind. Or no, hang on. Keep your jacket on and mind. Keep that in mind. All right, don't bear it. That would be bad. That's it for today, though, you guys. And we do see some these storms. Hopefully all the good people are not going to be affected by them, and that is kind of what we got. Evie Stardust, you're late, way too late. Today is Saturday, so we start 3 hours earlier. Too darn cold. I'll leave it to the penguins. You know, even the penguins, I think, would have some problem with anything that is below about minus 70 degrees Celsius, and it really is. And that is kind of what we've got. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for me for today. And we are working away, doing our thing. And of course, that is, it's been a nice stream. Unfortunately, not as much brand new lava as I would like to see, but I can't make the stuff. And Trev is just, you know, ever since they poked all those holes in his donkey, he's been on compensation there, trying to stay away from the lava trucks. And of course, I can understand that. You know, being a reasonable person, we know that hind end is perforated, and it's awful sore. So we'll see what happens. We'll have to work on getting another wonderful volcano. Still, I saw smoke in a volcano. Yep, we did see the smoke in different volcanoes, and it is pretty awesome. And thank you, everyone, for being here. I really do appreciate the entire Lava family. Big thank you to our super chatters, and I'll go through the list here. Irish Monk, Perfectibility 999, Gura 26, and then Oh Mummy of Hamsters, then Irish Monk again, and then Irish Monk again, and then Jojo 1960 UK, thank you, and also Daryl R. So thank you guys all for those wonderful super chats. It does add up, and it is very appreciated, so thank you kindly. And on that friendly note, also big thank you to our moderators, Arizona Snowman, Piggy, C&D Boy, and the other ones that may have been hiding in the woods as well. And we'll leave that there. I'm going to put this back onto, where am I going to put it? I'm clicked on the wrong button here. We'll put it over here, and we'll watch the canned lava just a little bit more. And I just want to make sure that it's still got some canned lava left before the end. And hang on, we'll give a little bit more. There we go. Okay, because it was running while we were chatting. All right, that is it for today. So thanks, everyone. And I really do appreciate all of you being here. And remember, tomorrow's Sunday, so again, an early start. Hey, Hermione, good to see you. Popping back in there, and you didn't fall asleep. Okay, you guys, be good, be kind, be careful, and most of all, please tell your loved ones that you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and this is VolcanoX. We'll see you all tomorrow. Take care. Good night. Oink, oink.